Donald Trump has been having yet another psychotic meltdown as almost no one showed up again to a new golf tournament that he's hosting. Last weekend, he was hosting a PGA golf tournament at his Doral club. And remember, it was the worst PGA tournament in history. Very few people showed up. Now, this weekend, he's hosting a golf tournament at his Virginia club with Live, the Saudi-backed golf tournament. And you can see Donald Trump here with Eric. He's absolutely pissed and he's pointing around like, where are all the people? I mean, it was a small group of people there. And so then he started driving around his cart and just hoping he can get some attention. But like nobody was paying attention to this disastrous tournament. Also, it seems that Liv is going to go completely belly up as well as Saudis pulling their funding from Liv. But even if you don't believe me, I mean, look at the post that Donald Trump made. This is supposed to be the post showing the full crowd of this golf tournament. Take a look right here of the overhead image. You could count the people. I don't know. Is there 75 people who showed up to this tournament? I mean, look at some of these images. These are posts that Donald Trump's been making post after post after post as he was driving his golf course around. And then he started making all of these unhinged posts as well. I mean, he was obviously livid and throwing a temper tantrum. And this is why it's important that we don't have a completely psychotic, unstable individual in the Oval Office. I mean, just look at these posts that he's making. Bye-bye drones with some weird AI image of a naval destroyer using laser beams to blow up drones. And he says, bye-bye drones. Then he posts this image, 159 Iranian ships. Then it goes Obama, Biden, and there's an AI image of Iranian ships. And then it says Trump. And then I guess the Iranian ships in this AI image are in the bottom of the water. More on this in a moment. Also, guess who didn't control the Strait of Hormuz under Obama and Biden? Iran. Guess who controls the Strait of Hormuz now? Iran? I mean, think about this. I mean, this guy's the biggest loser. He literally loses the Strait of Hormuz to Iran, loses the war, and he's out there boasting with AI images. Heck, Iran is making fun of him. The Iranian social media accounts are posting Donald Trump's stupid AI images, mind you, as he's going around on his golf course at some Saudi-backed golf tournament that nobody's attending. And the Iranian social media accounts are saying, POTUS needs better AI image generator for depicting his dreams. By the way, Caroline Leavitt, Donald Trump's chief propagandist, also posted an image of her child, Vivi, on May 1st, Vivian, she posted this yesterday, Vivi joined our family and our hearts instantly exploded. She's perfect and healthy and her big brother is joyfully adjusting to life with his new baby sister. So the Iranian social media accounts, right? When your child grows up and reads history, she will be ashamed that you served one of the most hated governments in history. Your hands are stained with blood of many innocent children, like the children of Manab. And then you had other Iranian social media accounts chiming in as well. They also posted images of Iranian missiles saying, wrong actions always have consequences. And then this post, IRGC, attack on Iranian vessels will be responded to with a heavy attack. IRGC Navy Command, warning, any attack on Iranian tankers and commercial vessels will result in a heavy attack on one of the American centers in the region and enemy ships. Missiles and drones are locked on the enemy, and we are waiting for the firing order. So what's Donald Trump's response to that? Well, Donald Trump then posts, I don't care how expensive oil prices are. Donald Trump says it doesn't matter if they go past $200 a gallon. Oil prices don't concern me. Oil prices don't matter. That's an interview that Donald Trump just gave. I mean, seriously, that's what you're saying? Here's how Donald Trump's getting mocked by people like Najam Ali. Breaking, after careful analysis, top White House insiders confirm Donald Trump's Iran policy can be summarized as follows. Monday, total war. Tuesday, best deal ever coming. Wednesday, they called me, Iran, very nice people. Thursday, maximum pressure. Friday, we're very close to a deal. Saturday, Iran must be destroyed. Sunday, post-golf score, post-golf photos. Attention stock and oil traders. Your cardiologist should be on speed dial. Talking about that market manipulation, Axios, Barack Ravid is out with a new banger. Yeah, Axios is now saying Secretary of State Marco Rubio and White House envoy Steve Witkoff met on Saturday in Miami with Qatari Prime Minister Mohammed bin Al Thani as part of the efforts to reach a deal to end the war in Iran. Yep, Axios. Yep, the Axios that lots of people are saying is constantly involved in what appears to be market manipulation, although Axios vehemently denies it. Barack Ravid says, I don't know, I'm just doing I'm doing my job. I'm just reporting what they're telling me. I'm not involved in any market manipulation. You can't criticize me, says Barack Ravid, even though, like, you'll see billions of dollars in oil trades unusually happening right before a Barack Ravid story drops. But now the big story that they're reporting, Al Thani, the leader of Qatar, meeting in Miami with Witkoff and meeting with Rubio. Are they going to make a deal? I bet you today it's going to be, oh, we're so close. And then, more market manipulation. Meanwhile, the New York Times, on the other hand, is reporting Russia is shipping drone components and other goods to Iran via the Caspian Sea, bypassing the U.S. blockade. U.S. officials telling the New York Times, by the way, if you've been watching the MeidasTouch network, we've been telling you that. I know New York Times is just breaking it. I know they've got their sources, but the MeidasTouch has been telling you about that Caspian Sea route for what now? 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks. I said that's where Russia's sending Iran these component parts and weapons. You see, Iran helped Russia with the Shahed drones that Russia needed in its invasion against Ukraine, though Ukraine developed counter drone tools that Ukraine's now offering to Middle East countries. But then Iran set up manufacturing plants essentially in Russia to build the Shahed drones in Russia. So Russia is building Iranian drones through the Iran methodology and then sending the drones back and other ballistic missiles and other equipment back through the Caspian Sea. That's why I've always said, pay attention to the Caspian Sea. Do you think Donald Trump's paying attention to the Caspian Sea? No. As part of Donald Trump's psychotic meltdown, he's posting photos of J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, eating cheeseburgers and pizza and nachos and meatballs and I don't know if that's chicken or shrimp and hot dogs and a chocolate shake. And it says, JB is too busy to keep Chicago safe with an AI image. I mean, Donald, you want to look in a mirror about yourself. And number one, that. Number two, is everything you do just some like bizarre second grade bullying? You're calling him fat. That's what, that's your behavior as the leader of the United States. I mean, it's just so pathetic, this behavior. I don't know how anybody normalizes this. How his buddy Barack Ravid's like, oh, Donald Trump's going to be making a deal. No, Donald Trump's an idiot. He's not a deal maker. He's always been a destroyer his entire life. Look at this behavior. He's posting AI images of the UFC fight in front of the White House. But as we've reported on the MeidasTouch network, there's actually going to be no paid attendees at this event. Donald Trump's going to be using our military as props. 4,300 members of the military will be watching this fight. It's not like Donald Trump's like 23, the hottest ticket in town. There's no ticket. There's no ticket. You're having UFC spend $63 million on this event as you politicize it, and you're killing the UFC, by the way. Have you seen some of the latest UFC fights with all those empty stadiums? Okay, more from Donald Trump. Reflecting pool renovations. He's obsessed with the reflecting pool. Biden versus Trump. Then he shows this reflecting pool and it looks like weirdly blue. You know that I'll talk about it more in some other videos today, but New York Times did a great story on this. So the reflecting pool, Donald Trump gave a $6.9 million no bid contract to one of Donald Trump's personal pool guys. So Trump's pool guy from Virginia, where the Saudi Live Golf Tournament's taking place, is painting the reflecting pool blue because Donald Trump thinks if you paint it blue, that's going to fix the issues. Okay, few points, Donald. It looks ugly. If it is painted blue, it's going to make no sense. The idea of it is a reflecting pool, not like an actual pool that people swim in. I know in your deranged mind, you post photos of yourself in AI images looking skinny, which is not how you actually look, with Marco Rubio, a random girl with like cleavage sticking out, like a weird photo, and JD Vance, and you're in this blue pool together, but it's supposed to be a somber location, not bright blue. And also the issue isn't the painting, you idiot. The issue is because of its expansive size and the pressure that it's under and the fact that DC is a swamp and it's super hot, it builds a lot of this algae. It has, it decays very quickly, which creates all of this leakage that happens. And that's one of the issues. I think it leaks like 19 million gallons of water. So you painting it blue is not fixing that. Oh, and by the way, that stupid stunt you did where you drove your convoy, when you drove all the Escalades and the motorcade on top of it, you realize that could cause more cracking of the ground underneath the weight of all of those cars. It's not meant to be driven on, and that's likely going to exacerbate the problems that past presidential administrations were dealing with. But these are these ridiculous no-bid contracts. More posts from Donald Trump calling James Comey a dirty cop. Can you believe this guy? A dirty cop, a dirty cop. Dude, shut up and grow up. And then the sculptor of that 22-foot golden statue at Doral in the other failed golf tournament said that Donald Trump made him get rid of the turkey neck and make him look thinner. Get rid of my turkey neck and make me look thinner. How utterly bizarre. I'll leave you with this, though, right now. And this is being posted by the Iranian social media accounts. So there's video of Iranian fast boats, those boats that have the missiles on them. And there's, thousands of these fast boats. You can see the U.S. naval destroyer in the background as the fast boat is chasing away in the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. naval tanker and the Iranian Navy is yelling at the tanker, "Liars, old foxes. This is Iran, the land of lions and Islam. No place for you hyenas to flex your muscles. Run for your lives," as the U.S. naval destroyer is sailing away out of the Strait of Hormuz. So that's where we got right now. We'll keep you posted every step of the way. We know Donald Trump's going to China. So Donald Trump wants to do everything he can to act like this war isn't happening when he's in China, while China's helping Iran and Russia's helping Iran. There you have it. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million. Thanks for watching, everybody. You may think you're subscribed, but just double check that you're actually subscribed, okay?
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.